Hello, my name is Connie Urdialis and welcome to News 6. This week the program is brought to you by the students of Holgate Elementary School in Holgate, Ohio. The town of Holgate is located in southern Henry County. In 1866, William Kaufman formed a town known as Kaufmanville. It later merged with a town established by William C. Holgate. One of the features at Holgate Town is a Grand Army of the Republic Canyon. The town received in 1898 through the efforts of Sal Zaba, veteran of the Civil War. Today, Holgate is a small community with a population near 2,000. The Holgate School District consists of Holgate and the communities of New Iberia and Pleasant Bend. Holgate School was one of the few remaining schools that had the high school and the elementary building together, with a total student population of 803. During the last couple of years, there have been several changes at the school, such as the remodeling of the high school library and a new football field. Here's Todd Helbert to tell you how we got that field.
Thank you, Connie. No one ever thought that Holgate would ever get a football field, but now we have one of the best in Henry County. It all started in the spring of 1976. Mr. John Winnago, the athletic director, continues the story.
Well, it took us a whole summertime. We started in May, went to Archbold, Ohio, and picked up the bleachers and brought them back in a semi-truck, volunteer help. And we started at around May 30th or something like that. And we worked the whole summer on it, every day and every night. And by our first football game, which was somewhere around September the 15th, 14th or 15th, we were ready to play football.
Brad Reddick, who interviewed Mr. Winnago, also asked him who built the field.
Well, it was done by myself and the athletic boosters. We had a few parents come in the evening and so on, and I worked during the daytime, then worked with the parents in the evening time, and a few of the students too. A few of the football players came in and helped us.
We thank Brad and Mr. Winnago for this interview, and we thank all the people who helped with the football field. Another new feature of the school is the 6th grade chorus. It was created because Miss Myers, the elementary music teacher, said she felt as though the 6th graders did very well learning the notes and they could also control their voices. About 8 of every 10 people have joined the chorus. The first concert was held on December 5th with the 7th and 8th graders. The chorus have also sung at a local nursing home in the county home. And now, more news from Holgate. Here's Janice.
One of the more exciting parts of the academic school year was the wood sculptures we made for art. We started with 8 pieces of wood and rearranged the pieces to balance out. We then glued them together. After we painted them, we found out that there was going to be a contest. Mr. Sunderman brought 2 teachers in, and they picked out the best painted of the sculptures. Keith Kuhn won first prize, and the rest were tied for second. On October 21st, 1976, over 300 students from Holgate School participated in Project Pride. Along with the students, many teachers, members of the school board, bus drivers, and people from the community helped. David Sugg, president of the Student Council, explains what led up to Project Pride.
Basically what happened was we had some trouble with some vandalism here at the school. And because of that, a lot of people in northwestern Ohio thought that the town was really going to pot, that it was a bunch of hoods and that. And we wanted to show the people in northwestern Ohio what really we had here in Holgate and the kind of kids we had. And we felt the best opportunity to do this was to give them a chance to work and show what they can do.
Doreen Like also asked David Sugg how Project Pride was arranged.
And after the vandalism, we got together and had a meeting and laid our plans, and we spent about 2 weeks planning it. And one afternoon, we just had all the kids get out of classes at about noon, and they went around raking yards for the elderly and washing some windows, and they did a lot of painting and cleaning up work around the school.
Doreen asked if the idea of Project Pride was successful.
I think so, because about 2 weeks after we'd had our Project Pride, we got a letter from a woman in Delta and a few other letters telling us that they really thought it was a great idea, and they had a bad opinion about Holgate, but now their opinion was changed, and they knew that we had a really good town. It was just a couple kids that was goofing it up for everybody.
We thank David and Dorit for that interview. And now, here's Scott Weisner with more information about Holgate.
Across the street from the school is the oldest two-story house in this part of Ohio. Built in 1865 of logs and concrete, this house has 7 rooms downstairs and 4 rooms upstairs. Jim Huffman from our class spoke to Dr. Paul Cooper, the present owner of the house. He asked who built the house.
It was built by 6 Civil War veterans that were Confederate prisoners in Tennessee. After they were relieved from the prison, they came to Ohio and received a land grant to build 6 houses.
Jim also asked what Holgate was like when the house was built.
The area was in the center of the Black Forest, and there was trees all around Holgate. And Holgate was composed mostly of large trees that were cut down to build other houses. The house that this was built from was built of very big trees. They were about 22 inches across. They were all hewed and notched to match each corner. And the best logs came from the back of the house because it was next to a slough or a creek.
We want to thank Dr. Cooper for his time and information, and thank Jim for the interview. The news from Holgate would not be complete without a mention of some of the more famous citizens. Comedian Joe E. Brown was born in Holgate. His house still stands on Randolph Street. He donated money to Holgate School for a baseball field, and his memory is kept by Holgate's naming State Route 18, Joe E. Brown Avenue. Another famous citizen is Eileen Dirk. She grew up in Holgate and graduated from the high school. In 1972, she became the first woman to reach the rank of admiral, which she held till 1975 when she retired. And now back to Connie.
That concludes the presentation of News 6 from the student and teachers of Holgate School. Have a good day.